Here are 6 compelling reasons why building a native food guild around America's largest indigenous fruit could revolutionize small-scale agriculture and create profitable, sustainable farming operations. This is the story of the pawpaw, a tropical tasting treasure that's been hiding in plain sight across 26 states, waiting for visionary entrepreneurs to unlock its commercial potential. Most American business leaders have never heard of the pawpaw. Yet this remarkable fruit has sustained people on this continent for millions of years. Growing wild from Florida to Michigan, the pawpaw tastes like a cross between a banana and a mango, reaches weights over 1 pound per fruit, and represents the largest untapped native food resource in North America. Pawpaws belong to the custard apple family, the same tropical lineage that gives us beloved fruits like cherimoya in Peru and guanabana in Mexico. The numbers tell a compelling story. According to the USDA 2022 Census of Agriculture, nearly 800 acres of pawpaw cultivation spread across 1,500 farms generated significant income for growers who understood the market opportunity. At farmers' markets, pawpaws command premium prices between $2 and $15 per pound, with online retailers charging even more. Under proper cultivation, a single tree produces 25 to 50 pounds of fruit annually, creating revenue potential of $50 to $750 per tree at market prices. The economics become even more attractive when you consider the full 20-year investment cycle. Agricultural economists project a net present value of approximately $205,000 for a properly managed pawpaw operation, assuming trees begin bearing fruit in their 5th year and reach full production by their 7th year. With average wholesale prices of $4 per pound and mature trees producing 25 pounds annually, the math creates compelling returns for patient investors willing to think beyond traditional row crops. Here is where the pawpaw story becomes truly revolutionary for modern agriculture. This is not just about growing another fruit crop. It is about building entire food ecosystems that work with nature instead of against it. The concept is called guild farming, and it represents a fundamental shift from industrial monoculture to biodiverse polyculture systems that maximize both productivity and ecological health. Neil Peterson understood this potential when he tasted his first pawpaw in 1975 while studying plant genetics at West Virginia University. Walking along the Monongahela River floodplain, he discovered a patch of pawpaw trees and bit into fruit that would change his life's trajectory. Known today as Johnny Pawpaw Seed, Peterson spent 5 decades developing improved varieties through careful selection and crossing, building upon what he describes as the centuries-long undocumented work of Native American fruit cultivators. Peterson's breeding program produced 4 named cultivars: Shenandoah, Susquehanna, Potomac, and Allegheny. Each cultivar is named after a river with Native American origins. These were not random improvements. Peterson was creating the genetic foundation for commercial pawpaw production, developing varieties with larger fruit, better flavor, fewer seeds, and improved shelf-life characteristics essential for market viability. The scientific momentum accelerated in 1990 when Kentucky State University established the world's only full-time pawpaw research program. Under the leadership of Dr. Kirk Pomper, who has directed the program for over 25 years, Kentucky State secured more than $10 million in competitive research funding and published 90 peer-reviewed scientific articles advancing pawpaw cultivation knowledge. Dr. Pomper's team developed additional commercial varieties, including the trademarked KSU Atwood and KSU Benson cultivars. The KSU Benson variety demonstrates the commercial potential perfectly, producing incredibly heavy crops of 150 or more fruits per tree, with rich, delicious flavor that commands premium prices. In September 2025, Kentucky State announced 2 new releases: KSU Dunnigan, honoring pioneering journalist Alice Allison Dunnigan, and KSU Pomper's Choice, representing decades of selection for optimal commercial characteristics. This research foundation created the knowledge base necessary for guild-based farming systems that maximize land use efficiency while creating multiple revenue streams. Unlike monoculture operations focused on single crops, guilds are three-dimensional polycultures extending above and below ground, connected by mycorrhizal networks that share nutrients and information between species. The seven-layer guild model provides the framework for these systems. Canopy trees form the top layer, providing shade, shelter, and primary crops. Understory trees, like serviceberry and hazelnut, thrive in partial shade while offering secondary fruits and nuts. Shrub layers include berry producers such as currants and blueberries. Herbaceous plants provide edible greens, culinary herbs, and medicinal benefits. Ground covers, climbing vines, and root crops fill remaining niches, and beneficial fungi networks connect everything underground. Pawpaws fit perfectly into this model as understory trees that prefer partial shade, especially during their establishment years. Young pawpaws actually require protection from full sun, making them ideal candidates for placement beneath nitrogen-fixing nurse trees like black locust or honey locust planted the previous season. This relationship benefits both species. The nurse trees provide essential shade while fixing atmospheric nitrogen that feeds the entire guild system. The companion planting opportunities create additional revenue streams while supporting pawpaw health and productivity. Native plants that thrive alongside pawpaws include spicebush, whose aromatic leaves can be harvested for tea and seasoning. Wild ginger provides medicinal roots and ornamental value. Mayapples offer edible fruits and medicinal properties. These natives require minimal inputs while generating supplemental income from farmers' market sales, value-added products, and agritourism activities. More commercially focused companions expand the economic model. Currants and gooseberries produce tart berries perfect for jams, jellies, and specialty beverages. Ginseng, where legally cultivated, commands extraordinary prices for its medicinal roots. Morel mushrooms naturally associate with pawpaw groves, creating opportunities for profitable fungi cultivation. Ramps, the wild leeks beloved by high-end chefs, thrive in pawpaw understory conditions and sell for premium prices at restaurants and specialty markets. The guild approach addresses several critical challenges facing pawpaw commercialization. Hand pollination requirements become less burdensome when beneficial insects attracted to companion plants improve natural pollination rates. Mayapples and wild ginger bloom simultaneously with pawpaws, attracting the carrion flies and beetles that effectively pollinate pawpaw flowers. This biological solution eliminates the need for hanging meat or spraying fish emulsion to attract pollinators, making orchards more pleasant and professional. Soil improvement occurs naturally through the guild system. Deep-rooted trees like pawpaws break up compacted soils, improving drainage and creating channels for companion plant roots. Nitrogen-fixing species continuously feed the entire system without external fertilizer inputs. Dynamic accumulator plants like comfrey mine soil minerals and concentrate them in leaves that decompose to feed other guild members. This natural fertility cycling reduces input costs while building soil health over time. The pest management benefits are equally impressive. Pawpaw trees contain acetogenins, compounds among the most potent anti-cancer agents yet discovered. These same compounds deter most insects, birds, and browsing mammals from damaging pawpaw trees or nearby plants. The only exception is the zebra swallowtail butterfly, which has evolved specifically to feed on pawpaw leaves. The caterpillars accumulate acetogenins in their tissues, making them unpalatable to predators and completing a beneficial cycle that supports native biodiversity. This natural pest resistance makes pawpaw guilds perfect for organic certification, eliminating pesticide and herbicide costs while meeting growing consumer demand for chemical-free produce. The trees require no external pest control inputs, dramatically reducing production costs compared to conventional fruit operations that spend thousands of dollars annually on pest management programs. Market timing considerations make pawpaw guilds even more attractive for business development. Consumer interest in native foods, local agriculture, and sustainable production continues expanding rapidly. Food Network personalities regularly feature pawpaws in cooking shows. High-end restaurants seek unique, locally sourced ingredients that differentiate their menus. Health-conscious consumers appreciate that pawpaws provide more protein than apples, bananas, or oranges, plus significant amounts of vitamin C, magnesium, iron, copper, and manganese. Festival movement demonstrates growing market awareness. Starting with Chris Chmiel's Ohio Pawpaw Festival in 1999, what began as a small gathering now attracts thousands of visitors annually to a 3-day celebration. Between 2022 and 2024, new pawpaw festivals increased by 200% across the country. The 2026 calendar includes inaugural events in New York, expanded festivals in South Carolina and Virginia, plus the 28th annual Ohio celebration. These festivals create marketing opportunities for guild farmers that extend far beyond fruit sales. Agritourism activities, educational workshops, value-added products like pawpaw ice cream and preserves, and direct-to-consumer relationships generate revenue streams impossible with conventional wholesale commodity approaches. Integration Acres, Chris Chmiel's 18-acre operation in southeastern Ohio, demonstrates this model successfully with fresh pawpaws, frozen pulp, preserves, chutneys, and even goat cheese from animals that graze around pawpaw trees. The processing and value addition opportunities address pawpaw's primary commercial challenge, the 2 to 3 day shelf life of fresh fruit. While this limits fresh fruit shipping, it creates competitive advantages for local and regional producers who can capture premium prices for ultra-fresh products while developing processed goods with extended shelf life. Frozen pawpaw pulp commands $12 to $20 per pound from commercial bakeries, restaurants, and ice cream manufacturers seeking unique flavors. Kentucky State University collaborated with Ale 81 soft drinks. The limited edition Pawpaw Ale 8 became an immediate hit, with online sales temporarily halted due to overwhelming demand. The timing for pawpaw guild development could not be better from a policy perspective. USDA programs increasingly support diversified farming systems, conservation practices, and specialty crop development. Grant funding prioritizes projects that enhance biodiversity, reduce chemical inputs, and strengthen local food systems. Pawpaw guilds check every box for these funding priorities while creating economically viable operations that do not depend on subsidies for long-term success. Climate change considerations make native plant guilds increasingly relevant for agricultural resilience. Pawpaws evolved in North American conditions and demonstrate remarkable adaptability to weather variations. Their deep root systems access moisture during dry periods, while tolerating periodic flooding that damages many commercial crops. As extreme weather events become more frequent, farming systems based on locally adapted species offer greater stability than operations dependent on imported genetics requiring intensive management. The educational and research opportunities create additional revenue potential for guild operators. Universities and extension services need demonstration sites for teaching sustainable agriculture techniques. School groups pay for educational tours that connect students with food production. Workshops on guild design, native plant propagation, and value-added processing can generate significant income from participants eager to learn these skills. International markets represent future expansion opportunities as global interest in American native foods grows. Kentucky State's pawpaw cultivars now grow in Germany, France, Belgium, and Slovenia, demonstrating international commercial potential. As transportation costs increase and consumers worldwide seek unique, locally adapted foods, expertise in pawpaw guild systems could become valuable export knowledge. The pawpaw represents more than just another fruit crop opportunity. It embodies a fundamental shift toward agricultural systems that work with natural processes rather than against them. Guild-based farming creates profitable operations while building soil health, supporting biodiversity, and producing nutritious food with minimal external inputs. For visionary agricultural entrepreneurs, pawpaw guilds offer a pathway to sustainable profitability that grows stronger over time. Unlike annual crops that require yearly replanting and input purchases, properly designed guilds become more productive and require fewer inputs as plants mature and ecological relationships strengthen. The forgotten fruit is forgotten no more. With proper planning, quality genetics, and guild-based design principles, pawpaw cultivation represents a 21st-century agricultural opportunity rooted in millions of years of North American evolution. The question is not whether pawpaw guilds can succeed commercially. The question is, which forward-thinking operators will claim their place in this emerging market before it becomes saturated? America's largest native fruit has waited long enough. The time for pawpaw guilds has arrived, offering patient investors the opportunity to build profitable, sustainable operations that honor the past while creating the future of American agriculture.